2 more police constables and a former PC from the Metropolitan Police have been charged with sharing grossly offensive, racist and misogynistic WhatsApp messages. This whole thing has come about during the investigation over Wayne Couzens, as it appears these messages had been shared with Wayne Couzens before he then went on and killed and raped Sarah Everard. Investigators from the IOPC had originally been probing 5 officers from 3 forces. It was also looking at 1 former officer from over the WhatsApp, which was sent over 8 months from March 2019, before Couzens joined the Parliamentary and Diplomatic Protection Command as a firearms officer in February 2020. The information has come to light after the IOPC seized one of Couzens' old mobile phones during the investigation into him. An IOPC spokesperson said 2 serving Metropolitan Police Service officers and 1 former Metropolitan Police Service officer are to appear at Westminster Magistrates Court on March the 16th, charged in connection with an Independent Office for Police Conduct investigation into the sending and sharing of inappropriate messages on WhatsApp. They are charged with sending grossly offensive messages on a public communications network, contrary to Section 127 of the Communications Act 2003. The offences are alleged to have occurred between April and August 2019. The IOPC's investigation began following a referral from the Metropolitan Police Service in April last year and was completed in December, when we referred a file of evidence to the Crown Prosecution Service. The CPS has now taken the decision to authorise charges against the officers. The 2 current police constables haven't yet been suspended and are working on restricted duties. All 3 will appear at Westminster Magistrates Court on the 16th of March for their first hearing. Rosemary Ainsley, head of the CPS Special Crime Division, said, "Each of the 3 defendants has been charged with sending grossly offensive messages on a public communications network. The alleged offences took place on a WhatsApp group chat. The function of the CPS is not to decide whether a person is guilty of a criminal offence, but to make fair, independent and objective assessments about whether it is appropriate to present charges to a court to consider. Criminal proceedings are active and nothing should be published that could jeopardise the defendant's right to a fair trial." Home Secretary Priti Patel published the terms of reference for the first phase of the Angelini Inquiry, named after Dame Elise Angelini QC, who is leading it, which will consider the systemic failures that allowed Miss Sarah Everard's killer to be employed as a police officer. Pretty useless, Patel said, "I am determined to understand the failings that enabled a serving officer to commit such heinous crimes. We owe an explanation to Sarah's family and loved ones, and we need to do all in our power to prevent something like this ever happening again." Well, Priti Patel, I've said this a dozen times already. You need to look at reforming the entire police service. Every force across the country needs looking into and reforming from the ground up. The people that are currently there allow things to happen. They don't take action. "Oh, we're too scared. Oh, we'll get ignored by our friends and colleagues." Nobody gives a shit. You're the police. You're supposed to be taking care of the public. So do your fucking job. Big thank you to channel supporters, one and all, especially these guys. Your support is truly appreciated. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts, as I know many of you will. And until next time, stay safe, look after each other, film the police and other officials.